Which deity can I call on? Nana, I've been through a lot in my life. Growing up, I went through child abuse, childhood trauma, and a whole lot of things. I grew up in sadness. And now I'm being on my journey with spirituality. I don't know what to do for my healing. I don't know who to or what to call upon for healing. I have so much pains in me. Nana, what should I do? At the same time, I'm a water child and very emotional. Please help me. Welcome to Ayo Sisters Kingdom. It's me, your Queen Yemaya Sankofa in your area. How are you doing, family? I hope all is well with you and your loved ones and on your spiritual journey. It's been a while. I'm back today. Today, our topic is going to be a little bit emotional. So, I know the sister you are watching. I don't mention names here on my platform, but I told you to be watching this program. I really took my time. I've been busy in the last days. People have been asking, Nana, where you're not sending video, you're not posting any video. I've been a little bit busy because I'm still here in the motherland, and I have a lot of things to do, learning a lot, and family, learning, fasting, this, that, rituals. Very soon is full moon, and but now I'm here, people. Please kindly forgive me sometimes when I take a little bit of time before I come out. Please kindly forgive me. So let's go back to the topic of my sister, our sister who wrote me. So let me use my life as an example. I like using my life because what you wrote, I went through a similar situation. When my journey started, for those who know me, for those who know my story, they know this already, but just as you are a new subscriber, I'm coming out with my life story again, so that you'll learn something out. I don't want you to live in sorrows. It's not a good thing. I want you to live in happiness. My journey started. I had to learn how to heal. To heal first before anything else could take control. I started with healing because I had so much emotional baggages with me. Also went through childhood trauma. I had a lot of questions that nobody could answer because some of them are dead already. My abusers, some of them are dead already. Some of them are old now. Who do I want? And it is years back. Who do I want to go and ask, and who do I want to blame? My mother who was not there, my father who was not there, my siblings, or who do I want to blame in this situation? I lived a life blaming myself in a lot of things. But as a child, I had to understand that I don't have to blame myself. There is nothing I could have done, and there is nothing I could have done because I was just too young. And a lot of ladies or a lot of people who have gone or who went through childhood trauma used to blame themselves, or who went through rape, blame themselves for a lot of things. Once actually is the other side that we need to blame. But when you develop that character of blaming yourself, when you're not careful, you'll be sinking and sinking and sinking very deep. You will not come out, my sister. So when my journey started years back, the message that came to me that I have to start with healing. Because I had this unforgiven spirit, because I was not healed, because I had these pains deep within me, it made it even impossible in relationship. It made it impossible for me even to feel love. Someone would tell me that they love me and I'll be looking at them like, oh, they're lying to me again. Though it happened too, that I came across the wrong people who had really bad intentions, but not love like loving someone unconditionally. I went through that too. So when my journey started, The best thing that ever happened to me, and I cannot stop praising great Mother Yemaya, the great mother of the seven seas. She did a great job with me. I find my peace with Mother Yemaya. The great warrior fights for me. When you are someone who have been through all this that I was saying, that I mentioned, childhood trauma, pains, verbal abuse, physical, mental abuse, rape, all those things, the great mother is the one who helped me through. She took me as her child and she calmed me. She talked with me each and every day. When the pains came over me, when the thinking started, all I had to do, I would run to the riverside. Or sometimes when I had the chance to be at the ocean, I'll just go and sit there very quietly. I'll be looking at the waters and she'll be talking to me. I had to learn to forgive. One day she told me that, you know one thing, write everything down. What you went through as a child that is worrying you or that has been worrying you. I wrote everything down. And I cried. I wrote everything down. I brought it to the riverside and she said, now just use the lighter. The message came before I left home. So I wrote everything down. I took it. She said I should take a lighter or a mattress. I took it along and I prayed and released myself from all those pains. To let it go. To let it go is a new beginning. Blaming myself will not bring me anywhere. It will only bring me backwards. It happened. It has happened. But do I have to live my whole life blaming my mother, blaming my father, blaming whoever for things that happened? Yes, they have done mistakes. But as a grown-up person, do I have to use each and every day thinking, why? Why me? Why? I went through the process. It didn't just take a day, it took days. Sometimes I'll be talking alone at the riverside or at the ocean. It's like the great mother is there talking to me. I'll be like, no, I cannot forgive this one. No, I can't. Oh, yes, you have to. Oh, yes, you have to. You set them free. Whilst you set them free, you set yourself free too. I know it's hard. I know it's painful. Especially when something has been done to you, maybe from your own family members. When your own mother, for example, abuse you, your own auntie, your own uncle. It is painful. But we need to move forward. Life needs to move on. Take your time. Because being on this journey, and especially being a water child, when you are not careful, your emotions is going to take you on a trip on a roller coaster. And when you are not careful, you are going to stay in there for a very long time. So you need to be very strong. For me, it is Yemaya who helped me. My ancestors gave me to her for her to do that job. And she did a great one. And up to today, no matter what it is, I call upon her for help, for support. When I'm in pains, I call upon her. When you have been abused by your partner, by your spouse, no matter who, call upon her. She is very loving, very kind. Yeah, of course, there are sometimes we seek for justice. The people we seek for our abusers, we want to see them dead. We want to see them suffer in life. We want them to go through the worst that can ever happen on this planet for what they have done to us. I understand you quite all right. Everything that you said, yes. I can talk about this because me, myself, I've went through almost the same thing that you went through. And me, myself, being a water child, I know what I'm talking about. When you don't control yourself with your emotion, not controlling like, I mean, you should just keep quiet. When you can confront them, when you feel like confronting them, you can do that too. When you don't feel like you just want to move on with your life, move on with your life. Do what is good for you, what your feeling is telling you. But don't pay evil back with evil. Tell the great mother about them. You don't have to live your whole life with those pains. Let it go. Start it all over again. It's my prayer for you that the great mother heals you. You asked me about which deity? All the deities are good. All the orishas are good. Loving. But I'm telling you about my experience. I have my ancestors. I have my water spirits. I have Yemaya. I have Mami Water. They are not the same. Sometimes people get this too twisted. Then I have other orishas that I call upon, that I work with. So you need to find out. But for my life, on my journey, talking about abuse, what helped me or who helped me is Yemaya. Of course, physically, I went through therapy and all that. It was okay. It was it was a little bit okay. But being in touch with Yemaya helped me a lot. That's why you see me like this. Because after the physical therapy, going to that therapist, almost I think once a week I used to go there. You sit down, you talk about this, you talk about this. You know, such people, sometimes they think that you are crazy when you keep on telling them your story, the way you feel and everything. I don't know. Yeah. But I was going there. It helped me a bit, but not that much. But when my spiritual journey started, it was really overwhelming. Sometimes at night, the Great Mother would just wake me. Let's talk. I will talk, I'll be crying. I'll talk, I'll be crying. I'll see myself, the little Nanaya. And I'll be like, poor little girl, what have you been through? Why no one was there? Why were you so lonely? And I'll start crying. And the Great Mother will be like, all these things have prepared you to this, what you are right now. All you need to do is to come out of it. Yes, things went wrong. But we are going to use you. We are going to use it to better your life. And it can never, ever happen. I have the promise. It can never, ever happen to you again. As we have chosen you, as you have chosen us, it will never, nobody should try. That's why I used to tell my water people that when you are in pains or when someone hurts you, don't go to the ocean, go crying. Don't go to the rivers, go crying. Don't go to the lakes, don't go to the waterfalls. Because when you do that, you make them angry. And my spirits, my water spirits, what they hate is to see me cry. One day I made not a mistake, I was so angry. Someone really hurt me. Not angry, I was so sad that I didn't know what to do. I just, after the misunderstanding, I just drove straight to the riverside. I started crying and the tears were dropping and I was so confused and like angry and I don't know what to do, And the voice that came was like, why have you opened the dam for the water to be flowing? Don't you know that this water is very precious? I looked around, I looked left, I looked right, I looked at the waters. I cleaned my tears. I cleaned my face and I was just sitting there. Then another voice again, like, stop crying and go home. Don't come here like this. We don't want to see you like this. We don't want to see you like this. Before I got home, the person who caused me that pains drove back again to my house telling me that he is not feeling fine. The heart has been beating. The heart is paining him. And please, he wants us to settle. Make peace again. So I was just looking at him and I was like, oh, so what happened right now was true. So I'll advise my water children, my water people, whenever that you have issues or someone have hurt you so bad, not in that moment. Calm down first, and when you are okay, now go to the waters and go and tell your family, because even at home they are there with you. But when you are exactly there by the waters, that is where the real thing is happening. You understand? Let's say when you call upon Yemaya, for example, when you call upon Yemaya, Yemaya will come. The Great Mother will come to you. Ask you, why are you calling on me? What can I do for you? What is it? Then you talk. But when you go to the river, you are not only talking to Yemaya. When you call upon her, you are not only talking to Yemaya. Maybe the sister Oshun will be there. Maybe Ajay will be there. Maybe other ones. Other deities will be around. Your water family will be around. And they will see you in that mood. That someone have put you in that situation. Oh, woe to that person. Woe to that person. I know as I'm saying that people should not do that. People are extrally going to do that. As I said in my other video, let's try to keep away from evil. Though sometimes people will hurt us, people will put us through some funny situation, some sad situation. Let's just leave it all to our spirits to fight our battles for us. May we heal from every wound and every pain that we are going through. That is my prayer for everyone who is watching me right now. May the waters of the Great Mother wash away your tears, your pains. May the waters of the Great Mother wash away every sadness in your heart. That is my prayer for you. May you get the strength and the power to forgive others so that you will set yourself free. Remember, sometimes it's not only forgiving others, it's also for us to forgive ourselves. Don't let's concentrate too much on other people. Forgive yourself that all this while you have been blaming yourself for that, for things that happened to you. That actually is not you who caused it. Forgive yourself. You deserve love. Either from outside, from other people. You deserve your own, to love yourself. That is where the journey starts. So I will stop here, my sister. I hope I've answered your question. I hate talking about other people. That's why sometimes I bring a little bit about my own life, my life experience out to support people, to help people, because I went through all this, not for me to keep it, but for me to share it with the world. So I'll stop here by saying much love from me, Nanaya Sankofa, in your area on Eye of Ancestors Kingdom. Bless you so much. Ashe.